So to create a standard algorithm for account occurrences, here I've got a array set up with some car manufacturers that have been repeated, some have not. Now, the first thing we need to do is get the user to enter in the car make that they would like to search for, or again, depending on the scenario that you've got, just some kind of target. So something that the user wants to find how many there are in the array. So in this scenario, we want to find, enter car make, we want the user to enter in the car make and count how many there is. Set up a for loop, for I in range 0 to length of the car makes array. Simple if statement, if car makes square brackets I matches target, then we need to do something. Now that something is count how many times it matches the target. If it loops around and it finds no matches, then the count could be 0. If it loops around once and loops around and finds one target, then the count will be 1. So we need a way to store how many it's found, and we can do that by just setting up a variable and setting that to be 0. So just call it count, or you could call it car make count, or whatever you want. Count equals 0, and then down here in the if statement, count equals count plus 1. Then let's give this a try. So enter a car make. Let's search for BMW. My bad. Let's actually print count. Now we can find out how many there are. And we get 3. Just double check. 1, 2, 3, and no more. Now in this scenario, we can't just leave it at this, because let's run this again and enter in a car make that doesn't exist in there. So let's search for Porsche. We get 0. We could just print out to the user the count, but we could add something in that if count. So if count is greater than 0, then we're going to print count. So next line, tab that over. Else print. We could say no occurrences found, and then go ahead and run this again. Let's just double check it works. So BMW, we get 3. Run it again. Porsche. No occurrences found. So we're just adding a bit of extra kind of feedback to the user that what they put in as their target, we've searched through the entire array and we haven't found any occurrences for the target they entered.